Hey guys, I know I'm just a high school student, but I really believe our future will be shaped by self-driving cars. Alright, everyone, get ready because we're talking about the future of self-driving cars and how they're going to change our world. First, let's talk about the technology. Self-driving cars are no longer just a science fiction idea. Thanks to fast improvements in AI, sensors, and machine learning, these cars are becoming real. We're talking about cars that don't just help you drive, they can do all the driving by themselves. With Level 5 autonomy where the car drives itself completely coming soon, you might not even need to touch the wheel. Even though we're still early in this technology, with some cities already testing Level 2 and Level 3 cars, it's clear that the future is full of new ideas. Now, let's look at what this means for us. First, safety. Self-driving cars could really cut down on traffic accidents. Since AI makes quick decisions and removes human mistakes, we might see fewer crashes and more lives saved. Imagine a world where roads are safer because we let machines do the driving. But that's not all. These smart cars could also end traffic jams. By controlling speed and space between cars, self-driving cars can make traffic move more smoothly and get us where we need to go faster. Plus, they can choose the best routes on the spot, making our whole transportation system more efficient and less stressful. Self-driving cars will also change our cities. Parking as we know it could be very different. These cars could drop you off and then go park themselves or pick up someone else. This means we'd need fewer parking spaces in busy city areas, freeing up room for other things. And we'll need new infrastructure to support these cars, which could change how we design our cities. However, it's not all easy. There are challenges ahead, especially for jobs and the economy. As self-driving cars become more common, jobs like taxi and truck driving might be at risk. We might see more people losing these jobs, but new jobs could also appear in areas like engineering, maintenance, and data analysis. It's a mix of problems and opportunities. Now, here's something really interesting. Self-driving cars could give more people the ability to get around. Whether you're elderly, disabled, or live far from the city, these cars could help you travel safely and independently. This technology could bring people closer together and make the world easier for everyone to navigate. So yeah, that's the future of self-driving cars. They're not only going to change how we get around, but also our schools, our jobs, and even our everyday lives. It sounds exciting, but it's also kinda scary. Still, if we face the challenges together and stay curious, I believe our future can be brighter. The road ahead is ours, let's not be afraid to take it.
Alright, listeners, buckle up because we're cruising into the future with a look at self-driving cars and the massive impact they are set to have on our society. Let's start with the tech itself. Self-driving cars aren't just a sci-fi dream anymore. Thanks to rapid advancements in AI, sensors, and machine learning, these vehicles are becoming a reality. We're talking about a world where cars don't just assist the driver, they do all the driving. That's right, with Level 5 autonomy on the horizon, you could soon be kicking back and letting your car handle everything. While we're still in the early stages, with some cities already rolling out Level 2 and Level 3 vehicles, it's clear that the road ahead is paved with innovation. Now, let's dive into what this means for society. First off, safety. Self-driving cars promise to reduce traffic accidents drastically. With AI making real-time decisions and eliminating human error, we could see a dramatic drop in accidents and fatalities. Imagine a world where the roads are safer, and lives are saved simply because we've handed over the wheel to the machines. But that's not all. These smart vehicles could also put an end to traffic jams. By optimizing speed and spacing between cars, self-driving vehicles can smooth out traffic flow and cut down on travel times. Plus, with the ability to choose the best routes on the fly, our entire transportation system could become more efficient and less stressful. And then there's the impact on our cities. With self-driving cars, parking as we know it could change forever. These cars could drop you off at your destination and then head off to park themselves, or pick up another passenger. That means less need for parking spaces in crowded city centers, freeing up space for other uses. And let's not forget the need for new infrastructure to support these vehicles, which could reshape urban planning as we know it. But it's not all smooth sailing. There are some bumps in the road ahead, especially when it comes to jobs and the economy. As self-driving cars take over, jobs that rely on human drivers, like taxi and truck driving, could take a hit. We might see a rise in unemployment in these sectors, but on the flip side, new jobs will emerge in areas like engineering, maintenance, and data analysis. It's a mixed bag, with both challenges and opportunities on the horizon. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Self-driving cars could democratize mobility. Think about it, whether you're elderly, disabled, or living in a remote area, these cars could give you the freedom to move around safely and independently. This technology has the potential to bring people together, breaking down barriers and making our world a more accessible place. So, there you have it, a deep dive into the future of self-driving cars. They are not just changing the way we drive, they are set to transform our cities, our jobs, and our daily lives. But with all this potential comes responsibility, and as we move forward, we'll need to make sure we're ready for the challenges ahead. The road to the future is wide open. Let's drive into it with our eyes wide open.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we stand at the crossroads of technology and society, faced with a development that promises to revolutionize the way we live, work, and interact with one another. I speak, of course, of autonomous vehicles, self-driving cars that are no longer the stuff of science fiction, but are rapidly approaching reality. The rise of autonomous vehicles represents a triumph of human ingenuity. With advancements in AI, sensor technology, and machine learning, these vehicles are being designed to navigate our roads with precision and efficiency, reducing the need for human intervention. The potential benefits are vast: safer roads, reduced traffic congestion, and greater accessibility for those who are unable to drive due to age or disability. But as we consider the promise of this technology, we must also ask ourselves, what are the broader social implications of a world where cars drive themselves? First, let us consider the potential for reducing traffic accidents. Human error is the leading cause of traffic accidents worldwide. By removing the human element from driving, autonomous vehicles could dramatically reduce the number of accidents and save countless lives. But this raises a fundamental question: to what extent should we entrust our safety to machines? And how do we ensure that these machines are programmed to make decisions that align with our values? Next, we must examine the impact on employment. Millions of people around the world make their living as drivers, whether as truckers, taxi drivers, or delivery personnel. The widespread adoption of autonomous vehicles could render these jobs obsolete, leading to significant economic and social disruption. How do we balance the pursuit of technological progress with the need to protect livelihoods? And what responsibilities do we have to those whose jobs may be displaced by automation? Moreover, the advent of autonomous vehicles could transform our cities and infrastructure. With cars that can drive themselves, the need for parking spaces in urban areas could be greatly reduced, freeing up space for other uses. Public transportation systems may also need to adapt, as self-driving cars could offer a more personalized and flexible alternative to buses and trains. But as we redesign our cities, we must ask, who benefits from these changes? And how do we ensure that the transformation of our urban landscapes serves the common good? There is also the question of ethics. Autonomous vehicles will be required to make complex decisions in real time, decisions that could have life or death consequences. For example, if a self-driving car must choose between two harmful outcomes, how should it be programmed to decide? This challenges us to consider the moral frameworks we want to embed in the technology that will govern our roads. Are we prepared to confront these ethical dilemmas head-on? In conclusion, the future of autonomous vehicles is both exciting and daunting. As we embrace this technological revolution, we must do so with a clear understanding of the social, economic, and ethical implications. It is not enough to ask whether we can build self-driving cars, we must also ask whether we should, and under what conditions. The decisions we make today will shape the future of our transportation systems and, indeed, the very fabric of our society. Let us approach this challenge with the seriousness it deserves, guided by a commitment to justice, equity, and the common good.